Hi, I'm Lisa Michelle, and this video I want to show you how you can choose a good coloring book to sell on Amazon KDP. Alright, so I'm on Amazon now, and normally what I would do is I'd have an idea of the type of book that I want to sell before I do this search, but this time I'm doing it a little bit differently. I'm going to Creative Fabrica because they sell KDP formatted coloring pages, and I know that I plan to use some of their pages for this book. Maybe two separate sets of pages and put together, but I'm using their pages. So I figured I would start here, and I just put coloring pages in the search just to see what will come up and see if I got any ideas first. So just going through here, I can see that there are different, mandala or mandala type coloring pages. I've seen Bible verse pages. I've seen the cottage core, like mushroom and frog type coloring page. I've seen a bunch of different pages. So I just want to go ahead and look in Amazon just to see what they have, because I don't want to just pick a bundle if it's not something that people are actually buying. So it can be easy to put together, but what's the point in putting it together if it's not something that people are looking for, right? So I just want to get an idea of what pages they have, and then I'm going to go ahead over to Amazon. And I'm just going to put in coloring books for adults, and see what comes up. And let's see, for adults. Let me see if I put women, because I can see that the search volume is down. Like those red arrows are showing you that the search volume is down. So I don't know if I want to make something where the search is trending downward, or if I want to pick something that's trending upward. So I'll look for coloring books for adults relaxation, since the search is up for that keyword. And so I'm just looking to see what they have, what's popping up. And I see stress relief coloring book, calmness coloring book. And you're seeing this because of the Helium 10 extension. I'm seeing mindful patterns, the swear word coloring books. So it's just a different, the gnomes. Let's see what else. More mandalas. So it's all different types of things coming up under the keyword coloring books for adults relaxation. So let me go ahead and just dive a little bit deeper and just see what's coming up, how much these books are actually making, how many people are searching for them, and exactly how much competition there is. So let's just go ahead and do the Amazon product research and just see, because it'll pull up the books on that first page just to give me a better idea of how they're actually performing. And I'm going to search here and just kind of filter it to see what's selling the most. And these are monthly sales. So this is the stress relief one that we saw with the mushroom, the swear words, the calmness. Okay, so I'm going to select all of these, and I have a full tutorial on Helium 10. I'll link that here in case you want to see why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I'm just going to pick some of those books that were on the first page just to see exactly what keywords they're using and to see how much they're actually bringing in every month. So I'm just going to kind of spy on the competition. And then I'm just going to run Cerebro. And then, so this is actually within Helium 10 now. So Cerebro is a tool that'll let us see what keywords people are using to bring up those best-selling books. And we can see how much those keywords are bringing in terms of sales, and make a decision about, whether or not we'd want to use those keywords for our book. All right, because remember, I don't really know what kind of book it is I want to make. I just knew I wanted to do something for adults. So up here, since we have, let me see, 21,000, almost 22,000 keywords, I want to narrow it down. So for the search volume, I'm looking for something that'll bring at least 1,000 searches a month. But I don't want books that'll have, 30,000 competitors. So I'm going to put here 3,000 competing products at the most. And then for keyword sales, I want to make sure that the keywords that I'm finding will bring in at least 100 sales a month. All right, and then we'll just apply these filters and just see what we get. So now we've got 369 keywords, which is, it's still a lot, but it's still manageable. So the first thing I want to do is filter this by Cerebro IQ score. And the higher the IQ score, the better, because the higher the score, the better the search competition ratio. So they're more likely to have a higher search volume with less competition. So I'm looking just quickly, and I'm seeing a lot of these are, either trademark names or just things that wouldn't really be applicable to what it is I'm trying to do. So I'm just scrolling down until I see something that kind of relates to what I might be interested in doing. And there are a lot of filters up here that you can use, to try to get this number down. But for now, I'm just giving it a quick glance to see what I can see. Food and drink coloring book. So, for example, this food and drink coloring book has a Cerebro score of about 6,300 because there are about 4,000 searches per month, and there's only between 600 and 700 competing products. So this would be, if you're interested in making that type of coloring book, some keyword that you might, I would definitely use that if I had a food and drink coloring book. And that keyword brought in 371 sales. So if you had to fill in your, your title, your description, and your tags in your listing, this is something that you would want to include. All right, so let's see. The stoner coloring book, I've seen that a few times before. This one brings in about 6,000 searches a month, and there's less than 1,000 competing products, which is also good. Let's see, I don't want to make that book. Okay, so anatomy of peace. I'm not seeing. Okay. Let's see what I'm looking for, because there were just too many. There was too many keywords, and a lot of them were, like I said, they were like trademark names. Self-love journal for senior women. About 1,700 searches and between 700 and 800 competing products. So these are all things that, if I was interested in doing that, I would do further investigation on that particular keyword. But I'm looking for more of a mindfulness type coloring book. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to go back and put in, I think I want to do that. I want to put in mindfulness journal, because I'm pretty sure that's the type of journal that I want to do. Like these. All right, so let's see, mindfulness. Coloring book. And then I could just kind of wait for this to show me. See, the trends are down. Kids mindfulness coloring book, that number is going up. That's trending upwards. So this one is bringing up about 20,000 results. So let me just see. So he's a man. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to stick with the I do want to stick with the adult book, because that's really what I want to do. For adults. I'll just do adults. Okay. So I see these type of, Zentangle, animals, mandalas. And this is, the same type of mandala thing. All right, so I'm just going to pick one book, and I'm going to check and see what keywords that one book is. I see this one is doing well. So it's got a BSR, bestsellers rank of 2,478. And the lower the number, the better. So this book is doing extremely well. So I'm just going to click on this. It's not sponsored. It's not an ad. And see what's included. So there are 101 patterns. All right, so let's click on this extension and let's just do an Amazon product research search and just see. So this book is getting 2,100 sales a month, which is good. So I'm going to run Cerebro again just to see what keywords this particular coloring book is ranking for. And if I was interested in doing a similar book, I would want to focus on those keywords as well. And I just want to move this over so I can focus on these columns. Again, let's filter by Cerebro score. Okay, so it's 3,300. Again, I'm going to filter it. Search volume. What's the search volume on some of these? 200, 300. All right, let's still stick with, let's do 400 minimum. No more than 1,200 competing products. We still want to try to bring in 100 sales a month. And now we have 73 keywords. So let's see what comes up now. Mushroom coloring book for adults. 1,200 searches. Okay. And I looked for that one. I mean, I looked over here for this one because when I was looking at Creative Fabrica, I did see like mushroom coloring pages. Curse word coloring book for adults. Okay. I keep seeing these, the custom coloring book for adults. 500 searches, and it's 120 sales a month from that keyword. That's not what I intended to create. Cottagecore coloring book. 1,700 searches and 519 competing. Okay, so these are the books that come up for cottagecore coloring books. If you're not familiar, I'll show you. It's these with the frogs and the mushrooms and the little mice and things like that. That's cottagecore. And mushrooms, frogs. So I can look at Creative Fabrica. I don't know if how they, let's just say, I don't know how much they have in terms of cottagecore coloring page, but let's see. Okay, so they do have some cottagecore coloring pages. This one has 20. This one has 100. Those are lanterns. Cottagecore library. Oh, that's only 10. So you could put them together if they're different and they're all by the same seller, so it's possible it'll be cohesive. Then you have the breakfast here. So I guess it is possible to do the cottagecore coloring pages. All right, so I'm going to put the mushroom coloring pages because that also came up. Yeah, so that might work as well, but I would just have to go through to see. Let's see if I put in mushroom coloring book, what will come up. And if you have an idea of what you want to sell, you would just put that right in. But this time I went to Creative Fabrica first because I knew I wanted to do something for adults, but I wasn't really quite sure. So let's see, this one has how many books? All right, so it's 1,000 results. That's not bad. So let's go ahead and see how these books are doing. Do Amazon product research. search by number of sales. Okay, and a lot of these are doing well. A lot of these are doing well. 300, 400, 2,000, 150 sales a month. So I could just select some of these just to get an idea on Cerebro, just to get an idea of what keywords are pulling these books up. Filter it again. Okay. So this is just for mushroom coloring books that the ones that I chose on the Amazon search results page. Those books are the ones that are pulling up these keywords. So those books rank for these keywords. All right, so like 3,000 keywords that they rank for. Just those handful of books. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, organically we're ranking for those keywords. All right, so we got mushroom coloring book for adults. 1,204 search results. I'm sorry, 1,204 searches a month, and then between 1,000 and 2,000 competing products. Similar to mushroom coloring book. Let's see. Coloring book. And sometimes looking through here will give you other ideas. So you may not find something for the book that you're looking for right now, but I'll always keep like a notepad open. So if I see something else that I'm interested in, I can just go ahead and jot it down, because you'll see something that you weren't looking for and you can maybe use that for your next book. All right, so Under the Moon. Let's see. It's on page 2. Okay, tattoo coloring book for adults. So that's got about 2,000 searches and over 2,000 competing products. So that's interesting. Woodland Escape coloring book. Wow. So that has about 1,200 searches a month, and there are only 116 competing products. That's what I'm saying. I would write that down and then possibly focus on that for the next book, because I wouldn't think to use that keyword. Reverse coloring book. I have seen that, and I'm going to keep that in mind for next time as well. So that's about 9,900 searches and between 1 and 2 searches, competing products, between 1 and 2,000 competing products. And there are reverse coloring books coloring pages on Creative Fabric. And you want to make sure you check every listing, but most of these coloring pages are approved for Amazon KDP, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, these are all reverse coloring pages, so that's kind of good to know. Creative Haven, Human Anatomy coloring book, that also might be a good one to do. And this swearing coloring book might be a good idea, because that one keeps popping up and it's got a decent search to competition ratio as well. So that's it. I just want to show you how you can pick a really good coloring book idea or theme. If you don't have Helium 10 and you want to try it, I'll leave a link in the description. It is an affiliate link. So if you do actually purchase Helium 10, I would get a small commission. But if you don't plan on subscribing or paying for Helium 10, you can get the Helium Chrome extension, and you should still be able to see at least, the bestseller rank for the books, and get that little bit of insight. But it doesn't give you the key component, which is how many people are actually searching for the book. So it's one thing to see, okay, there are 1,000 results, but if there are only 89 people looking for that book, then that's not it may not be a good book to create. So Helium 10 does give you that extra insight that you need, to decide whether or not you want to actually spend time creating a particular book. So I get a lot of questions about coloring books and what kind of coloring books we should make. How should we design the pages? Where do we get the pages? So I just thought I would create this video just showing you kind of the process that I'm considering creating a coloring book or a journal or something like that when selling on Amazon KDP. Okay, so that's really going to do it for me. If you have other questions about doing these searches for different books, coloring books, journals on Amazon, just leave it in the comments, and I will try to help you out. If you have questions about Helium 10, like I said again, I'll just leave the full tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out if you want to learn more about that. Also, Creative Fabrica is a godsend. I use Creative Fabrica a lot, not just for these coloring pages, but for fonts, graphics, anything that I need to make book covers, anything. I use Creative Fabrica a lot. So if you haven't checked that out, you may want to go ahead and get a free trial of that, because even if you don't pay for that, they have freebies on the site. I don't know if you know that, but you can go to Creative Fabrica, open a free account, and download all these free fonts, free SVGs, free graphics, all of that. All the stuff is free. So go ahead and get your free account and stock up on all your free graphics. All right. So until next time, peace.